Hi guys, so I just wanted to come on here and kind of update you guys, and everybody really. I've kept quiet about this for a long time, but I've been kind of only letting people who are close to me know what's been going on. I've been obviously trying not necessarily to hide it, but I just didn't want to talk about it until I knew the solution. But I'm um I'm about 8 or 9 months into this, and there's still technically no solution. And I just kind of want to share my story because I just want to share my story and spread awareness. So, back during the summer, my stomach had started hurting all the time. Whenever I would eat, it would hurt. And I was nauseous. I would just, sometimes it would hurt when I eat, and I was nauseous. I ignored it. I threw up a couple times, but it was never like consistently. So I ignored it. Thought it was just like something that day that had messed up, or I was dehydrated. I kept coming up with all these excuses. And then I was nauseous for a straight 2 or 3 weeks, and I could not figure out why. So we went to the doctors. They ran some tests. Nothing could be found. I wasn't pregnant, so they didn't know why I was nauseous. Basically they just leave it at that. And then as time goes on, I'm starting to have these bursts of pain where I eat, and then after I eat, I'm screaming in pain. And I didn't know why. I was scared, upset, in pain, and so we went to the ER. This happened a lot, every day it was happening, and so we went to the ER I think 3 times. Every time they did some tests and couldn't find anything wrong. Nothing physically that they found was wrong. They gave me pain meds, sent me on my way. The pain meds actually had made it worse, so I can't take pain meds. So then we're going to the doctor, and or no, we hadn't gone back to the doctor yet. We had been to the ERs, and they had seen that I had gone to the ERs for this, and they couldn't find anything physically wrong. So they referred me to the GI specialist, which, if you don't know, is a gastrointestinal doctor. It's like a stomach doctor. So that we had to wait a while. And when we finally had our first appointment, she listened to my symptoms. She couldn't tell what was wrong just by my symptoms, because it could be a bunch of different things. Then she had told me that very first visit that I had to have an endoscopy and a colonoscopy. So basically what that is a tube you get put to sleep, and then a tube goes down your throat. It has a camera, and it also has some little pincher thing, so then they can take some samples of your insides to figure out what's wrong, and they take pictures. And they also did a colonoscopy. Nothing came from the colonoscopy. Everything looked fine from the bottom part, but in my stomach and in my throat, they found some acid, which I have acid reflux, nothing new really, but they also found out and diagnosed me with EOE. EOE is esophageal esophagitis. It's like an allergic reaction inside of your body. It's indescribable, really, because it sounds like, oh, like an allergic reaction, whatever, you get over it. But it's far different, and if you don't have it, you can't understand it. Along with that, I also had gotten some allergy testing done, and I'm allergic to a long list of things. So, but they are totally unrelated. They think that EOE is something different than my allergies. So, basically, I can throw up, my stomach will get inflamed to the point where I look 6 months pregnant. I will feel like I'm dying. I will feel like I literally feel like I'm dying. And it's not, like, exaggerated at all. Like, I literally feel like I'm dying. My throat hurts. My breathing will be bad. I can barely swallow. Acid is always coming up. My stomach is inflamed. I'm getting rashes. Like, there's so many different things that come with it. But you feel sick and you're tired and your insides are inflamed and it hurts all the time. So finding out I had EOE was really heartbreaking to me. At first I was like, I thought there was going to be an easy solution, but there's really not. There's not a solution for it. There's not a cure for it. It doesn't go away. It's not necessarily life-threatening, but it can get to the point where your throat will narrow and you won't be able to eat or drink anything, and you'll be put on a feeding tube. And you can't live off of a feeding tube forever. So it's not life-threatening, but it kind of is, if that makes sense. It's severe. It's rare. And obviously the severity is different in every patient who has EOE. Sometimes I have good days, sometimes I have bad days. Bad days happen a lot more often, but it is mentally and physically draining. Nobody understands me. There's barely anything I can actually eat without having symptoms. But in the endoscopy, they take pictures, like I said. So I've had 2 endoscopies. I had one in November, right after my birthday, and then I had one a week or 2 ago. I will show you the pictures. So here's the one from November. And here is the current one. So I want you guys to look at the difference in particular between this picture. So these lines were never supposed to be there. So this is back in November, the very first endoscopy. This stuff was never supposed to be there. So it went from that to this in 2 months. So like I said, it's painful. It makes me nauseous. Sometimes I throw up. Sometimes I can't get out of bed. But my stomach is always hurting. I'm always having acid come up. I'm always in pain. I feel sick and like I have strep throat all the time. Like, it is the worst feeling. And it's very hard to describe this condition. But when you research it, when you originally look at the condition. It doesn't look like it would affect you that much, but it really, really does. It affects your whole entire everyday life. Like, it affects everything. So, yeah, that's my diagnosis. If you guys want a Q&A, just let me know. I'm probably going to be posting this and promoting this video on all of my platforms just to kind of describe what's been going on. Obviously I haven't explained every single detail in this video because it is a very emotional condition, and a lot of the things that happen because of the condition, it takes a mental toll as well. So it's very hard to talk about. That's why I haven't really been talking about my personal experience with it. I mean, on Snapchat, I post when I go to the hospitals. But not everybody knows that I'm going through this right now. And it's, like I said, a lifelong condition, and there's no cure for it. I am currently on medicine right now to try and help it. I could eliminate the foods I'm allergic to, but like I said, it's a very long list of foods. So I'm going to be starting a food diary and writing down my reactions to each food I eat and when I eat it and whatever. So then I can just show the doctors exactly how I'm reacting and to what I'm reacting. It's not a very known condition or disease, and I feel there should be more awareness to it because it really sucks. And it's very hard to describe how much you go through with this, but let me just tell you, I'd rather have cancer than this condition, because with cancer, you know your outcomes. You know, basically, you know your chances. You know how long you're gonna have. Not exactly how long, but you know precisely how long you're gonna have. With this condition, who knows if it will ever get better? Who knows if it will get worse? Who knows if there will become a cure in the next 10, 20 years? Like, who knows? But I just wanted to bring awareness to this and to what I've been going through. So if I'm irritated or angry or upset, just know it's not me personally. I'm just mad, like, at everything right now, because this condition, bro, it's really heartbreaking. Because you don't know. Like, there's not a lot of research on this condition. Yeah. But like I said, if you guys want a Q&A, leave questions on my social medias, or if the comments are on this video. I know sometimes the comments are on, sometimes they're not. I don't actually get to control that, so yeah. Just leave questions or comments down below, but please be nice. I have already been bullied for this condition. Like, people are saying I'm pregnant because one day my stomach will be flat like a normal stomach. The next day I look 5 months pregnant, because that's what this condition does. It inflames your insides. So please be nice and leave questions down below. Don't be scared to ask me anything, but don't leave hate comments. That's all I'm saying. Alright, bye guys.